see.
And we got a couple of surprises for you, so you know how it is. This is gonna be the picks, the breakdown, so you guys can make some money, so we can make some money too, because it's all about us and you, and that's it. So let's just the first thing we want to say is thank you guys for the subs, really appreciate it, and the likes. But we would love you to engage with us a little bit more with the comments. Get on with the comments. Tell us what you think about these fights. If you got your own picks, you tell us where you think we are wrong and all that. Because we, at the end of the day, you could be actually right and we could be wrong. At the end of the day, these fights do not only depend on they don't depend solely on our due diligence or investigation, whatever you want to call it, but also on the fighters themselves and also on different opinions of people as well. So right now we got a little surprise for you guys. Yeah. Let me introduce you to this beautiful coin. We just got this coin, and this coin, let me tell you what this coin is going to represent. Yeah. This is going to get a point into each card. There's going to be 1 or 2 fights that we are kind of undecided, and we're going to throw the coin, and whatever face the coin lands, we're going to choose either fighter. The coin is pretty much going to choose a fighter for us, and it's up to you guys to then bet on
follow the coin.
Yeah, follow the coin. So it's pretty much what the coin represents. So now we're gonna start here with breaking down and who's gonna win on the card. So we're gonna go for the first one, which is how do you pronounce his name?
Mohamed
VOLKOV versus
Cody
Darden. So in this fight, we're pretty much this is straight up gonna be our first pick. We're picking up VOLKOV, and the reason for that, even though there's not much information to him regarding when we're using the UFC app or watching it on the UFC webpage itself, but we have seen videos of this guy. This guy is dangerous. This guy is a monster. So this other dude, he's not a slouch himself. Let me tell you, the other guy has history fighting for a belt as well, or moving up. So we're gonna pick up VOLKOV based on that. So
I see like VOLKOV can be like the next Khabib. He's only 21 years old, and he has more like 25 amateur, no professionals. And the most that I love for this guy that I was talking to Mel is his cardio. Like I always been saying, like cardio is really important, and also he's a wrestler. So if he can go and wrestle for 15 minutes, he's gonna beat the other guy, and also the other guy is a wrestler. And it's kind of also, the gas tank is not the same as the other guy. So I really love this guy, and also something important, this Saturday all the fights are in London. So if the fight is really close, the judges, they are gonna go for the London guys, the England guys.
Yeah, that's
an advice, a tip.
That's a tip. So you guys, if the fighters are equally rounded, pay attention to that, and place your bets carefully. So be smart about it. Some of these judges are gonna shoot them in the foot. But anyways, the second fight is gonna be between Miss McKenna versus Reed. Well, I would love to pick up Reed. I don't pick them based on my feelings, because if you pick based on your feelings, you're gonna lose money. Because I like this fighter because he's a cool guy, and I'm gonna bet for him because he's my dude. No. That's not how it works. You pick the fighter that has the best skills. In my opinion, McKenna has the better skills than Reed. McKenna is gonna take this lady to the ground, and that's gonna be it. Has a better background when it comes to fighting. She's fought higher competition than Reed. Without a shadow of a doubt. So that's also our second pick. Pay attention to that. Now this third fight, I'm kind of interested in this one. This one caught my eye, my good eyes, because I got 2 eyes. I'm not basically my father. I got good eyes, sucker. So listen, it's gonna be for sure. It's between Mr. Short and Valiev. While we usually incline towards the Russian guys, but not all are born in Makalaka. And we saw what Short can do. Short is a pressure maker. And he's got the reach on him, he's got the height, His takedown average is really insane. So his wrestling is gonna be insane. This guy takes people to the ground and pummels them. So we are looking forward to see what Mr. Shore is going to do. This guy is undefeated. He's younger too. This guy is undefeated. I'm not completely discounting the VOLKOV. The other guy is actually real good as well, fellas. Has a good record, 18-2. That's an impressive record overall. But I don't think he's gonna be able to keep with the pressure from Shore, because Shore is gonna throw a couple of hits, then switch it up to the ground, and I don't think VOLKOV can take a lot of punches though, but he's gonna attack from that armbar, rear naked choke, whatever it is. So we're picking Shore on that one. So this one, JC, break it down.
This fight we have Nikita Krylov against Paul Craig, dos veterans of the sport. I really like this one like a money fight for Paul Craig because of two things. The first one, Nikita Krylov hasn't fought in 2 years. And the second one, Paul Craig is a beast on the ground. So if this fight by any chance touches the map, Nikita Krylov is in really, really big danger. But also we have trouble. We have to take care of the power of Krylov because Krylov hit really hard, and you know that Craig doesn't have like a really tough chin. You know, like this one is kind of complete difficult to select, but I prefer the dog side right here because I don't think that there is like a lot of value to put like 200 on Krylov. When if this fight go to the ground, Paul Craig is like has the chance. But you know, like there is something that I didn't like do when I was talking. This guy is from Ukraine, so maybe he can win.
Well, of course, there's always a chance that the guy we are betting against he could take.
But you know about
I know about the whole situation. So these guys are really desperate.
I forgot that he was from Ukraine. I thought that he was from.
But still, I'm gonna go with Craig.
No, we're going with Craig, but you know, like
if he takes it to the ground, it's over. All Craig has to do is
go to the ground and don't strike with him.
And strike a little bit, switch it, and try to take this guy to the ground as much as possible, ground and pound, and take that armbar or rear naked choke, and that's it. Alright. The next fight, JC, break it down because I didn't do due diligence on these two guys.
This one is, for me, I think that this is the lock of the night. We have Chamil Abdurakhimov against, sorry for the name, Sergey Pavlovich. Well, like the name Pavlovich, this guy is a palo. If you know Spanish, this guy is a palo.
He's a piece of wood, that's what I'm trying to say. He's a piece of wood.
He really hit like a truck. Like a truck. I'm saying, like, if you see his fight, look if this guy is good, that his professional debut in the UFC, he made it against Overeem. That's his only loss in his career.
When did this happen?
Like in 2012, 2014.
Overeem still was Overeem.
Yeah, at that time. That was, like I'm telling you, that was
10 years ago.
Yeah, that was his professional debut in the UFC against Overeem. Imagine that your professional debut, they put you against Overeem. That's how hype this guy is.
That's crazy, man.
And you know, this guy has been out for like 1 year and a half, but he has been training. And the other guy has.
Well, actually, it was in 2018, so it's been 4 years.
4 years.
Okay, so it's still not bad. No. Anybody that knows Overeem, if you start fighting, I mean, his first UFC fight, but that was not actually his first fight at all. His first fight was outside of that. Yeah. But his first fight in the UFC was actually against Overeem.
That was his debut. So
and Overeem, however,
in 2018, I think that he was like the second or the third in the world. Like he wasn't.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is Overeem was like, still had a very how to say this, repertoire of legends.
He's a legend of the sport.
He's a legend in the sport. So
the only belt that he played was the UFC belt. All of them, they have.
Yeah, every other belt in other MMA
companies. The only that he couldn't get.
Definitely has taken it. So and Overeem, he's a big guy. So if you see that guy, you're gonna go and square against him. Maybe this guy felt a little bit intimidated. Maybe. So
and also. His opponent, Chamil, he has 40 years old.
He's 40 years old.
Imagine fighting with a guy that has 40 years old, and also he was saying that he has a problem on his lung, like almost he couldn't fight any longer because I forgot the name in Spanish, like his su pulmón estaba como que ya muerto, estaba reventado, como que ya no podía pelear más ni nada, como que, ¿cómo se dice?
Right. So his lung was not working properly. That's what it
But
looks
that's,
like.
that's not the word like I heard. That was
Okay.
another medical word. But well, the thing was that his lung was almost out. So, you know, you are taking a guy that is 20 years old, 29, sorry, 29, he's in his prime, and the other guy has 40, you know, like, there is not so much, and this is heavyweight, you know. I really like this guy. For me, this one is the perfect fight for me.
Right. So the next one is gonna be Mr. Topuria himself against.
You forgot one, Grounding.
Oh my God, my bad. Let's go back. The next fight is gonna be between Grandi and Amikani.
Also, Pavlovich is our pick over there. So we have 5 pick over there.
Alright, so
Yeah.
we have Grandi versus Amikani. Listen, I did at some point. I still like Amikani, but
Yeah,
this is the
I'm
thing.
a
He's
guy.
been losing.
Yeah.
He's
Three fights in a
three
row.
fights in a row, and he's going against a guy like Grandi. Like Grandi, this guy's not playing. This guy is. I mean, his takedown average is as good as Amikani, but he's way more effective than he is, and he's lost less fights. And I don't know. To be honest, this is not our pick. I'm saying Grandi's gonna take this one because of how Amikani has been losing the last couple of fights, performing in the last 3 fights. But I could be wrong. So you guys decide whatever you wanna do.
If anything, I would recommend you fight go to decision or the over on the fight. I don't think that they similar each other. Like this one go to decision. That's what I think. You know,
You think it's
because-
gonna end in the ground?
yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Like I don't have too much attention to that fight.
And the next fight, it's between. This is also our pick. It's gonna be between Herbert and versus Topuria himself.
Yeah.
Now-
El Matador.
Listen, there's a disparity when it comes to the reach
Mm-hmm.
between Herbert and Topuria.
8 inches.
Herbert has at least 8 inches more than Topuria, and the height is it's ridiculous.
Mm.
It's like almost 4 inches as well too. However, Topuria has proven time and time again that he is a
Legit.
very smart fighter.
And
He
complete.
knows that if he comes to striking and striking only with this guy, if this guy knows his game, he's gonna keep Topuria at bay at all times. Then Topuria is gonna either lose it by decision or by KO.
Yeah.
Now, Topuria is gonna take this guy to
Yeah.
the ground because
And he said it. He said
and he
it.
even said it. He knows that this guy has 0 ground
Ground
game. And Topuria is a very well-rounded fighter.
Black belt. Black belt.
He can strike and he can
He's really complete.
take
Grab.
people to the. He can grab. He can take people to the ground, wrestle, and that's the thing. He knows he's outgunned when it comes to the reach.
And he has really IQ. That is something
Yeah,
that
he
we
has
have in the
IQ.
fight. That's the most important.
That's
You
an
know,
ideal fighter right
Like
there.
it was funny, like he said, like if you're good at striking, I'm gonna grapple. If you're good at grappling, I'm gonna strike. And you know, he was saying like even Herbert knows now I'm gonna take it to the ground and he can do nothing. You know, he's selling the fight, but at the same time he's like kind of like he knows.
Yep. So Topuria is gonna be our next pick.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna move to the next one. Is between McCann and Carolina.
You want?
Listen, regardless of Carolina having 2 inches of
Seven.
height, 2 inches of height and like 7 inches of reach, McCann's pressure is gonna be here. It's gonna be here. The main factor that's gonna win. McCann is gonna win this one. This is not our pick, but I'm telling you, McCann is gonna take it because McCann is the type of girl that keeps on pushing and pressing and putting pressure on the fighters. And Carolina, I will say this, is gonna break on that pressure. She's gonna get hit and hit again and hit again, and there's a chance that this.
I don't think so. Let's do one thing. Let's open the coin. What do you think? Because you like McCann and I like Carolina.
All right,
Let's do it.
let's do it. Let's do the coin.
This is gonna be the first coin ever in the video card, okay?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go. Get it, boys.
Who's gonna be McCann?
McCann is gonna be heads.
Okay, so Carolina is gonna be tails. You know, tails and heads. Do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, sure. Okay, McCann.
Okay, the coin has spoken.
Yeah, the coin has spoken. Now it's up to you, fellas, to pick McCann. At this point, you don't have to. The coin is saying, the coin is a chance, it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
The coin has spoken. I'm saying McCann is going to take it. I don't think Carolina is not going to keep up the pressure from McCann at all. McCann keeps coming and coming and coming. I've seen that girl before. Now, the next fight is between this guy called Nelson.
Gunnar Nelson.
And Sato. You want to break this one down?
This guy is a monster, but the only concern that I have with Nelson, he has been 2.5 years out. And I saw the interview and he was saying, like, with all this COVID problem that has the world, like he's from Iceland. So in Iceland they had like this lockdown that they couldn't do anything, they couldn't go outside the country. So he couldn't fight, you know, and all the fight was in US. So that was the problem, but he said that he was active and training in the gym, but we don't know that.
But he can say whatever he wants, that's true. But then again, even if you get quarantined, you cannot go to the games. If you are a good fighter, that's not gonna stop you from training. You can train with whatever you still have. You're still gonna train at a high level regardless. But we don't know that, so we really don't know if this guy has been training. So
has been like more active, and this guy have a really good left punch. So I think that this fight doesn't go to decision. I think that this fight ends on the actual 15 minutes. I think that can be Takashi Sato early or Nelson as soon as the fight goes, because like he has been out for a while. He's gonna take like 2 or 3 minutes maybe to get comfortable again in the octagon. I don't know if you think like that. So I will pick over here. I think that Nelson is gonna win, but I'm not gonna lend -500 in a guy that has been out for 2.5 years. I prefer to take fight doesn't go to decision because it covers both sides. I don't think that this fight goes to decision, because if you see these fighters, they are animals, so they're gonna kill each other. That's for saving my ass, you know, like to cover, you know, if something happens.
Yeah, that's something you guys should be taking notes of, because you guys, he's giving you free tips, pretty much. So
if you have a fight,
pay attention to
if you have 2 fighters that you know that they're gonna kill each other, and the fight doesn't go like to decision, fight doesn't go to decision, you don't have to select one fighter or another one. If you know you're gonna win the bet anyway, that's the main idea. That's something that burned me in the past, because we were selecting fighters that they're gonna end in the fight, you know. So why you're gonna risk if you can take this bet, you know? It's a safety spot over there.
Alright, so the next fight is gonna be Mr. Pimplet. I mean, the body Pimplet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, the haircut.
He's gonna kill you. This guy is really...
I don't care, bro. Versus Mr. Vargas. Look.
Casula Vargas. Bro, where did they get this guy from?
I don't know
Casula Vargas.
I don't know where they got this guy.
He works in CBS, like the other guy.
I don't know, but this is pretty much an easy fight for Pimplet. I mean, Pimplet.
I think that they put this guy to give him a victory. It's not like you're gonna get a victory, but you're in London, so you can perform.
It's free money for you. Free money.
I think that UFC want to promote him, because that's why I was saying, like, no, he knows how to sell a fight. He's young. I think that they want to.
He does know how to sell a fight. He does a lot of
I remember me kind of Conor McGregor. What do you think?
I have to say him more.
No, not like in fighting. Like talking.
Yeah. McGregor is unique in that department.
You think that there's no one?
No. Colby Covington takes it up a notch and 2. He's crazy. Colby Covington is just fucking crazy.
You would like to see a fight, Colby Covington against Conor McGregor?
You will see how the trash talk that will be in there. Oh my God, bro.
And do you think that they will take that fight?
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Yeah. Absolutely. That would be good. That would make Colby Covington.
Do you think?
Instantly millionaire.
Pay-per-views.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like, yeah.
Pay-per-views.
And that face Dana White puts in
the money and the eye.
I don't know if you guys have been watching Muhammad. I recommend you guys to watch him.
Shout out to that guy. He's like the best in animation. In
Every single time when
they
we watch
say
a fight,
fight,
we watch the fight.
the main event.
The next day we're just hunting, waiting for this guy to release one of those cartoons. His name is Mohammed and Mohamed Ali Mohamed, right? And then he's made these cartoons about the UFC fighters. You know, it's
like for 2 or
cartoons
3
when
years
it's really funny. Well, he's got Dana White in there, and it's funny. You know, because when they mention the word pay-per-view, you know, Dana White starts smiling like he starts imagining showers of money and shit like that. But you should see it. If you guys haven't seen it, check him out.
Yeah.
Alright, so you know, Pamela, you got an easy fight here, man. They want you to win. Is that hey, we got this guy from Serranos.
Do you imagine that this guy like?
No, hey, listen, Pamela. I'm gonna get hard on you if you lose this fight, fella. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus. No. I'm gonna throw you under the Japanese subterranean train and then throw you in the volcano. Alright? So just letting you know, you better not lose, man, because I'm coming for you. Alright? We are coming for you.
So you don't think that this guy loses in London?
I don't think so. He better not.
Do you mind that this guy like talking about
No.
this guy loses in London?
I'm gonna roast Pimlet for 5 minutes at least if he does that. Like I'm gonna cook that pumpkin.
Like they put you like fighting in London in your place. They bring you a guy from Mexico, like you don't know that guy. That is 36 years old. He's 36 years old, and they put you to fight this guy.
It's not that it matters that he's from Mexico, China.
Yeah, no, but like I tell you, it's not like
he
has to fly, you know, from Mexico to
He just
London.
doesn't have an impressive background.
Yeah, that's what
he's
I'm trying to
going
say.
against somebody like everybody is prophesizing
Like,
as a high caliber fighter.
Yeah.
And he takes it down in your town, dude.
You disappear. You guys disappear from the US.
No, I'm gonna burn it from every single video that I do after that. Just like you know.
Buddy the pink, the pumpkin.
The pumpkin pendant.
If he loses.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Alright, listen, the next fight is between this one is really exciting. I'm very excited about this.
We disagree in this one.
JC thinks Hooker is gonna take it.
Yeah.
I say Allen is gonna take it.
You know what I said? Like
the reason why I say he's gonna take it is because the other guy takes a lot, takes people to the ground.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of submissions, fellas. He's got a lot of submissions. This guy is not playing. He's not playing. He's got a lot of rear naked choke, triangle chokes, and he can also knock out. But that's not his game. His game is bam, switch it up to the ground. Hooker has been losing. He's been losing a little bit.
look who he has been losing, the best in the world.
Yeah, I get it. He's lost to Makachev by submission and all that. But that's the thing. That's the kid there. He lost against the guy.
Yeah, but you're not going to say this guy has the same grappling that Makachev.
No, but he's actually real good.
No, but he's not in the level of
I'm not saying he's even in the same level,
that.
but he is. I'm not saying. I never said that he's in the same level. I said he's real good.
Yeah, he's real good.
And he's a danger to Hooker. It's as simple as he's a danger to Hooker. Now, if he comes to fight Hooker and standing up, he's gonna get murked.
But remember, Hooker has good takedown defense. But if you prove it against Makachev, it's not the same level. That's what
No, but still, the other guy is an animal when it comes to the ground. So we'll have to see what happens. And,
well, let's see one thing. Let's use the coin because the fight is speaking.
Okay,
Okay.
use the coin.
Okay, so Hooker is gonna be tails again because, and Alan is gonna be heads. This time is my turn. Tails.
Okay, so we got Hooker. The coin decided it's gonna be Mr. Hooker.
Yeah,
I still disagree. I don't give a shit what the coin says. I'm still, but if you guys want to pick Hooker because the coin has spoken.
The coin has spoken.
Good luck to you.
And let's see on Sunday how the coin went. Did you imagine that the coin goes 2 by 2?
Well, it could happen. It's a 50-50%.
Yeah, I know, but this is
It's a
the coin,
50-50
like
chance.
a power coin. You know, like when I bought it, like they were saying, like in the advertising, like lucky coin. So let's see how the lucky goes on this coin. Did you mind that goes 0 2? I'm gonna burn the coin.
Alright, on the last fight, the main event of the evening is gonna be between Mr. Volkov
and
Aspinall. We are in disagreement in this
Again.
one too. Again, I'm saying Aspinall is gonna take this slouch to the ground because that's what Volkov is. He's a slouch on the ground. He's got 0 takedown defense.
He's a giant, bro.
Yeah, we got
almost
it.
7.
His
almost
height,
7.
his height has nothing to do with when it comes to takedown defense. That has nothing to do with it. You can be a short guy and be an amazing striker and have 0 takedown defense or have a good. What I'm trying to say is, I think Aspinall's gonna take it. He's a little bit younger than Volkov, but the only way that he could actually take it is there's not much difference in striking here, fellas. It's only 2 inches. Let me say that. But still, Volkov knows how to play that game from a distance.
He has more experience, and also he has gone the 5 rounds, and this guy has never fought.
But this guy has a nasty takedown accuracy. That's
I like
100%.
Aspinall. I like Aspinall, but the problem it is like I have concern. I don't say like Volkov is gonna win. I like Aspinall too, but I think that if this fight go longer, the 3rd round, Volkov has the advantage over there because we haven't seen Aspinall after the 3rd round how his cardio looks. That's the only thing. I like Aspinall, but if you see all the last fight of Volkov have been 5 rounds. That's the only thing. You know that I'm really hype on this guy, but we haven't seen him 5 rounds. Anyway, this fight is a main event, so we don't bet on main events because if you lose it, you lose everything.
Yeah, we don't. That's the rule we have.
You
So
know,
it's up to you guys to pick up whichever you want.
I like Aspinall, but again, I am concerned if this fight goes after the 3rd round, how it's gonna look. Maybe Aspinall knocking out in the 1st one, but we have never seen Volkov knocking out in the 1st round. That's the reason that I'm concerned. Because, you know, if you see the level of competition, Volkov has been fighting various fighters, you know, and also if you see his career, he has almost 50 fights. That's the thing. I like Aspinall, but I am concerned about what I told you.
All right. So let's
wrap it up
let's wrap it up a little bit again. So our first fight is gonna be MIAAAAW versus Jordan. That's just our pick. It's gonna be MIAAAAW. He's gonna take it. McKenna versus Reed is gonna take it. McKenna is gonna take it. That's also our pick. Shore between versus Valiev. That's also another of our picks. We're gonna take it.
Sure.
Then there's gonna be Krylov versus Craig. We're picking Craig. It's a money fight too. So, but it's also our pick. And we're in between Durakimov versus Pavlovich.
We're taking Pavlovich.
We are taking Pavlovich.
That's
not
our
our
pick. Yeah. Pavlovich is the pick.
Okay.
That's my more concern, no, the most accurate that I think that is gonna hit.
And then we got Grundy versus Americani.
No pick over there.
No pick over there. We got Herbert versus Tupuria. We're picking Tupuria. That's also our pick. That's our 6. Then there's gonna be McCann versus Carolina. We're picking McCann, but she's not our pick.
Yeah. The coin spoke.
Yeah. And I also spoke too. Nelson versus Sato.
No pick over
No pick over there. Patty, I don't know how to pronounce it. Patty, the pumpkin pimlet versus Vargas. My man, listen, let me tell you for the 1,000th time, you better not lose this one.
You better not lose.
You better not, bro. We're picking Pimlet, he's on our pick.
Did you imagine? I can imagine, like, in my mind, like...
Let's wait to see it happen.
But you know, like, when... I remember when I was in the Mac and Chef Bobby Green, like, I was trying to imagine in my mind, like, how can be like Bobby Green knocking out McCann. If I couldn't imagine, like, I can imagine this guy winning against Paddy the Paddy, and also in London, like England. Yeah.
That would be a very upset,
a
very upset fight.
And in England,
Vargas, if you actually win this fight, you don't get out of your hotel. If you win it, just come straight to Miami or to the United States, back to Mexico, because I'm gonna burn you alive in there. Just say it.
Go from the auto to the airport.
Yeah. Go straight to win. Don't even talk to Joe Rogan. I'm going home.
And go a private jet, because if you go like a regular flight,
oh, man.
yeah, you're gonna kill you.
The bubble one is crazy, man. They love Pimlet, by the way.
Yeah.
And the next one is gonna be Allen versus Hooker. The coin has spoken, and the coin shows Hooker.
But there's no pick over there.
But there's no pick over there. So the next one is gonna be Volkov versus Aspinall.
It's the main event.
The main event. JC say Mr. Volkov, slouch, son of a bitch, and Aspinall, the crazy son of a bitch in the multiverse, is gonna take it. But we're not picking that. You know, we don't pick main events unless it's something like really crazy, right? So.
Let me anyway say the names only because you were kind of confused, like the picks. Mokaev, McKinnon, Jack Short, Paul Craig, Pavlovich, Ilya Tupuria, and Pimlet. We have 7 picks.
Right, that's it. So
yeah.
that's
Also, we have to tell what time it is because remember it's in London. Money time.
That's something we should have said. We should have said at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, but you let me talk. You were talking, and I couldn't say the time of the
both,
fight.
We both forgot. We both forgot to say that phrase.
Okay, we have time before. Okay, before no, we have time now for saying it. Okay, the fights start at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, because remember it's in London, so we have 6 hours different. I think that now 7 because we go back 1 hour, so it's 7 hours. So remember, 1:30 start the prelims and the main card start at 4. There's something else that you want to say?
No, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys listen. I'm always gonna give you our advice. We're always gonna tell you this. Bet responsibly, please. You know, regardless that you think what we are, whatever, we've been right. So if you're gonna, JC knows more about this than I do. I know how to pick fights and all that. I do my due diligence a little bit different than he does. But at the end of the day, usually we agree on a lot of things. But he's giving you free tips, so you guys remember, take our picks as our advisement. That is something we cannot guarantee that you're gonna win.
Yeah.
And remember,
Nobody can guarantee you.
Remember, if you lose money, guess
too.
who else is losing money, sucker?
The cat.
Us, the beat up cat. No hair. Listen, that's it. So
we are going for the 4th week winning streak, right?
we are going for that. We are going for the 4th. We're going for the 5th, for the 6th. We're going for what you're gonna do.
Did you imagine that this year we don't lose like a weekend? Did you mind? That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be something to celebrate, right?
Okay, but remember, fellas, on Sunday, if we have the winning streak, we have the surprise in your house.
Yeah, well, we're gonna talk later about that.
We have a surprise.
We got a little surprise, and by the way, thank you for the subs again. I'm gonna say this again. Thank you for the subs and the likes, but please
engage.
if you're a new viewer, sub, help the channel, but also comment in there. I like to engage with you.
We
guys,
always reply.
right?
We
always reply.
Yeah.
It may take me a minute or two, but we always do, right?
Yeah.
So this is a beat up cat signing off. Catch you guys here in the next one.